Hello fans and friends, welcome to another video. My name is Keir Smith and today I would like to share with you my review for this album. This is the 1976 release by David Bowie called Station to Station. 1976 could well have been David Bowie at his craziest. He was living in LA at the time, his cocaine addiction was reaching its peak, he was convinced that the CIA were after him, he kept a loaded gun in the house at all times, he thought he saw dead bodies falling outside of his window one evening, he had a growing fascination with Nazi Germany, all was not well. Bowie himself said, "I have serious problems about that year or two. I can't remember how I felt. I have no emotional geography." Station to Station was released on the 23rd of January 1976. Let's take a look at the album cover. That's a still from the film The Man Who Fell to Earth, where David Bowie's character, Thomas Jerome Newton, steps into a time capsule that returns him to his home planet. And the back cover is simply the track listing. Onto the music, side 1, track 1. The album opens with the title track, Slowly, with what sounds like a train creaking into gear. The band then come in with this clunky, hypnotic march with howls of feedback in the background. And Bowie then announces himself in some style around about the 3.5 minute mark with a deep vocal when he sings "The Return of the Thin White Duke, throwing darts in lovers' eyes." It's Bowie's most suave and alluring character and possibly his most dramatic. The tempo of the song then shifts, led by Dennis Davis drums, and it turns into a much more celebratory groove as Bowie sings, "It's not the side effects of the cocaine, I'm thinking that it must be love." He then drops various references to religions and cults, including Aleister Crowley, and there's a snarling guitar solo from Earl Slick that I absolutely love. Roy Bittan plays some good parts on the piano. Bowie announces excitedly toward the end of the song that the European canon is here. They called it art rock. It certainly heralds a new era of experimentation for David Bowie. This track runs at just over 10 minutes long, just over 10 minutes of pure theatre. There's nothing quite like it, and a great start to the album. Golden Years is next. This was the lead-off single for the album. It's a funky disco number, very catchy, and it's probably the closest in terms of sound to Bowie's previous album, Young Americans. It's such an infectious song with lots of little pop hooks and great melody to keep you interested. I like the optimism of Bowie's lyric where he sings, "Look at that sky, life's begun, nights are warm and the days are young." Whether it's the hand claps or the shakers or Bowie's octave leaps or his lower register singing, it's absolutely brilliant, and who doesn't love those wah 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 backing vocals? Absolutely love Golden Years, and it's easy to see why it was a top 10 hit in both the UK and the US, and interestingly it was offered to Elvis Presley to sing, but he turned it down. Word on a Wing closes side 1, and this is a beautiful, heartfelt, spiritual ballad born out of dark and desperate times. Bowie sounds desperate and scared when he sings, "Lord, I kneel and offer you my word on a wing, and I'm trying hard to fit among your scheme of things. Just because I believe don't mean I don't think as well. Don't have to question everything in heaven or hell." There's so much coming out of Bowie on this song. There's resignation, regrets, resilience, and it's all underpinned by this beautiful piano playing from Roy Bittan and a very subtle but superb guitar riff. Bowie sounds vulnerable and unsure, and that only lends itself to this brilliant vocal performance, and special mention too for those chilling backing vocals. I love Word on a Wing. On to side 2, if you've got the vinyl, and it begins with TVC 15, and the origins of this song come from a story that Iggy Pop told David Bowie that while he was tripping on LSD, he hallucinated that his TV set devoured his girlfriend, and Bowie then took that idea and wrote the song about his desire to follow this girl into the TVC 15 and get her back. Hilarious stuff, but this is another really great tune. I love Roy Bittan's barrel house piano melody, that plodding bass line. I love the way those guitars really rev up towards the end of the song, and Bowie plays that saxophone part at the end too. Great tune, TVC 15. Stay is next, and this is a brilliant funk rock song. The opening riff that reoccurs throughout the song is one of my all-time favourites, and Earl Slick really lets loose on the guitar here, and it rocks and it howls. I love Bowie's lazy and narrow vocal when he sings, "This week dragged past me so slowly, the days fell on their knees. Maybe I'll take something to help me, hope someone takes after me." And then later the vocal rises as he sings, "This time tomorrow, I'll know what to do. I know it's happened to you." And then he sings that wonderful falsetto, "Stay," as it goes into the chorus. It's absolutely brilliant, sublime vocals. But this is a real band performance. The drums shuffle around restlessly throughout. The bass line is superb, and the way that the band play out from 4 minutes on to just over 6 minutes, it's absolutely magnificent. I love that snarling, wiry guitar sound, and Stay is my favourite song on this album, no doubt. And the album closes with a cover version, a song made famous by Nina Simone. This is a song called "Wild is the Wind." It's beautifully arranged, a tender and desperate lyric full of pure love and romance. "My love is like the wind, and wild is the wind, and with your kiss my life begins." Absolutely beautiful. The band served the song brilliantly, playing very soft and subtle, giving room to Bowie's exquisite, shivering vocal. And on an album of brilliantly sung songs, I think Bowie saved the very best till last. The sheer passion and intensity of Bowie's vocal delivery here is absolutely sensational. The way it soars toward the end of the song as he repeatedly sings "Wild is the Wind," it gives me goosebumps every time. It's absolutely brilliant, and yeah, I love it. "Wild is the Wind" closes the album perfectly. Station Station was a resounding success. It went into the top 5 of both the UK and the US album charts. Artistically and musically, it's interesting. It covers a wide variety of genres: funk, soul, disco, rock, pop. It's got something for everyone, I think, and although it's only got 6 songs on the album, there's not a second wasted. And if I was pressed, I would probably say that this is my favourite Bowie album. Or is it low? That was just around the corner, of course. Bowie was at his creative peak here, there's no doubt about it, and I think Station Station is a perfect album. But what do you think to Station Station? Do you think it's Bowie's best? Please leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Please give the video the thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, there'll be lots more to come. Thanks as always for watching. See you next time.